I've been posting bits and pieces of my life here, but I find them a little boring and self-serving. The last one about the Juvie incidents was already like 70% made up, to my shame. So today, I'll post a recipe instead. This is not a creepypasta, at least not yet. And I'm writing from a train in the NYC area. What I'm about to share with you today is one of the many relatively safe ways in which you can access, not quite enter, a place I call the shadow side. And it effectively depends on how serious you take me. Your mood may vary, refer to the title. I won't tell you that you shouldn't be afraid of the shadow side. Chances you've already seen it. After all, it's just mostly think it was just a recurring dream. I will tell you there is no need to be ignorant or afraid of it, though. There is a difference. Ignorance fuels fear, and fear can give that place a lot of juice to run on. You have to be big on preparation if you want to try this. It's like skydiving. If getting the right on your first try is not something you're good at, then this is not for you. If you do drugs or alcohol the night of the event, you're going to have a bad time. If you're going through some serious issues in your life and not feeling mentally or spiritually stable, or if you're doing this just to escape, you're going to have a bad time. And if you don't follow my instructions, personally the multiple backups I'll give you, which trust me, they are for a reason, you're going to have a really bad time. The name of this game is The Three Kings. The Three Kings. BTW. Ingredients. Setup. Start setup around at 11 p.m. Place one chair in the center of the room, facing north. This is important. Place the other two chairs exactly to the left and right, facing your throne. The distance between your throne and that your queen and fool should be about the length of your arm to each side, more or less. Place the two large mirrors on the queen and fool's chairs left and right of you, facing you and each other. Try your best to have them stand at 90-degree angle or less, or else you may get more or less than 3 kings. If you sit on your throne facing straight ahead north, you should be able to present your own reflection in each of the two mirrors without actually having to turn your head, nor your eyes to do so. If you see your own reflection in the corner of your eye, just barely there, then you've done it right. Place a bucket of water and the mug in front of you, just barely out of reach. Place a fan behind you. Turn it on. Don't set it to maximum power, medium or low. It's usually enough. Leave it on. Turn off the lights, leave the door open, and go to your bedroom. Set the candle by the side of the bed, next to your lighter, your alarm clock, and your cell phone. Leave it charging. Set your alarm clock for 3:30 a.m. Turn off the lights and sleep while holding your power object. Get some rest. Showtime. Wake up at 3:30 a.m. with your alarm clock. Turn it off, but turn on the light. You have exactly 3 minutes to grab your candle, grab your cell phone, and make your way to the dark room to sit in your throne. You should be able to settle by 3:30 a.m. Don't forget your power object. Check the potential red flags. If your cell phone didn't charge for whatever reason, abort the mission. If the alarm didn't go off exactly at 3:30, abort the mission. If you find the dark room closed, remember you left it open, abort the mission. If the fan turned off, you left it on, abort the mission. Side note, if you have to abort the mission due to any of the above, leave the house with your loved ones. Go to a hotel or something. There's no need to run. You have to grab a jacket and your keys and whatnot, but leave. After 6 a.m., the coast should be clear. If all is going as planned, you can proceed and take your throne. Do not look directly at either of the two mirrors beside you. Do not let a candle, go out. If the fan is behind you, you must protect the candle with your body, which is standing in between. There is a reason for this, as you'll soon see. Look straight ahead, the darkness, not at the candle, not at the mirrors, just straight ahead. Eagle-eyed readers certainly noticed I didn't say during the setup which chair was the queen and which chair was the fool. That's because it's your job to find out, and from their point of view. You are either their queen or their fool too. Hence three kings. I will spoil what happens next. Suffice to say, you won't be alone, and if you have questions, you'll get answered. Sometimes in the new form of new questions, but hey, that's the story of humanity. Huh? Just stay put and try not to move again. Do not look directly at the mirrors, nor the candle, just straight ahead, trust me. Don't chicken out either. You need to wait until 4:34. By 4:34, it's all over. It's okay to tremble a little bit. Just try not to, not because it affects the ritual or anything. It's just a coward's thing to do while in polite company. Did I mention not to let the candle go out? That's what the fan is for. You're protecting the candle with your body. If your body were to be suddenly moved, then the fan would turn off the candle. That's backup number 1. Your loved one is backup number 2. At 4:34, she has to come in the room and call your name. If that won't work, she has to call your cell phone. If that don't work, she has the glass of water and the bucket. She can't touch you, though. That's a new mistake. Backup number 3 is your item of power. The toy or locket or whatever objects of your strength you brought along for the ride. It'll show you the way it shifts. Multiple backups. You gotta be like a Boy Scout if you do these things. If you're half all the way so that it won't work. Worst you can do is take it seriously enough for it to work, and not seriously enough to be prepared for the consequences. If in doubt, refer to title.